The road then arrives at the village of Salin and the nearby Oakwood. This is an ancient forest above the rocky shore. The introduced non-native woodland is being cleared to allow regeneration of this ancient oak woodland. The road rises over the hills to Acharacal. After the village, a short detour takes you to Castle Tioram, located across a sandy bay and perched on a rocky outcrop on Loch Moidart, accessible at low tide. Built in 1644, it was occupied on behalf of Montrose by MacCulloch and the next year besieged by Argyll. A number of years later, it's said to have been burned down by its owner, Alan of Clanranald, who led his clansmen in the 1715 Rising for fear of its being seized by the Campbells. The route passes over the hills to Kinlochmoidart. As a footnote to the famous Appin murder, in the Dewar manuscripts, which date from the middle of the 19th century, it was reported that two of the Jacobite leaders, Kinlochmoidart from here and a brother of Keppoch, hid themselves amongst the rank-and-file Jacobite prisoners by removing any badges of rank. Some of the Hanoverian Scottish militia knew them by sight, but turned a blind eye, for they knew what lay in store for them should they be discovered. But Colin Campbell recognised them and immediately pointed them out to his superiors, and both were executed. This episode could have given a number of people just cause for Campbell's assassination. 7 beech trees stand in the glen, planted in the early 1800s in memory of the 7 men of Moidart who accompanied the prince at the start of the 45. 6 still stand, and in 1988 a new tree was planted to replace one which had been lost.